Yo, today about to be reacting to the worst gym deaths ever. Hey man, me personally, I like to stay at home, do my little push-ups, my little jumping jacks, burpees, all that. Eventually, I'm gonna get into the gym. My goal for 2026 is to get into the gym and t- touch muscles that push-ups and the other things that I do don't touch. But let's see things to avoid while I'm in the gym, cause this is crazy. People die in the gym, die
The
anywhere.
squat press incident. On July 15th, 2023, fitness influencer Justin Vicky was training at Paradise Bali Gym in Sanur, Indonesia. He was 33 years old, a
Excuse
respected
me.
bodybuilder and personal trainer. With over 30,000 followers on Instagram, he inspired people and helped them transform their lives through fitness. Around noon, Vicky was attempting a squat press, a heavy one, with about 460 pounds on his shoulders. He'd done
Damn, this darn. I gotta stop cussing, bro. But that is crazy. Lifting the house right now.
heavy squats before, posted videos of them, even called the squat exercise dangerous as hell in a video just days earlier, but he kept pushing. Vicky positioned himself with the loaded barbell. A spotter stood directly behind him. Another colleague stood nearby. Vicky lifted the bar and walked it back, got into position, then descended into the squat. As he went down, the weight pressed on his shoulders. Then he tried standing back up, his legs pushed, but something was wrong. He couldn't stand or get the weight up. Fatigue had set in. The weight was winning. Vicky fell back into a sitting position. Suddenly, the barbell rolled forward and dropped on the back of his neck. The spotter behind him tried holding the bar, but he was fatigued too. He lost his balance and fell backward with Vicky. The barbell crushed Vicky's neck and broke it, causing critical compression of vital
about the other
nerves.
dude?
He went unconscious immediately. Emergency services
Man,
rushed him
why
to
he
the
just
hospital.
ain't? Why he just ain't throw it back? Pause. But why he just ain't? You know what I'm saying? Throw it back. Like try to lay down but throw it back. Since hey, L squatter by the way, bro. I'm suing, bro. L squatter.
Surgeons performed emergency surgery. They tried to save him, but the injuries were too severe. Justin Vicky died shortly after the operation.
R.I.P. Vicky.
The bench press tragedy. On October 3rd, 2017, late one night, a 20-year-old student Wang Zongren was at the gym at Ampang Jaya in Selangor, Malaysia. He was a
Ampang
fitness
Jaya.
enthusiast and a part-time real estate agent. Around 8 p.m. that day, Wang visited the gym. He was alone, training by himself. Wang was doing bench presses. Had loaded
I
about
never get this. Why do people go super heavy when they like by themselves, like with no type of reinforcements? That's a different level of confidence to have in yourself. Trust.
138 pounds onto the barbell. Not an extreme
Solid.
weight for an experienced lifter, but heavy enough to be dangerous without a spotter. He
That's
knew
what I'm
that.
saying.
Everyone knows that. But he was training alone anyway. Wang lay back on the bench, lifted the bar off the rack, lowered it to his chest, then pressed. The reps were going fine. Then all of a sudden, fatigue set in. On one rep, he couldn't get the bar back up. The barbell came down on his chest. He tried pushing it off, but 238 pounds was too heavy. He was trapped, the bar pressing on him, making it hard to breathe and impossible to escape. There was nobody there to help, nobody to lift the bar off
He
him.
didn't think
He
to
struggled.
like. I know it sounds easier than it does sound easier, but he didn't think to like roll over to the side. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of weight to
With
push.
a weight, trying to breathe, but the bar kept pressing down. His strength was fading. Time passed, and eventually, Wang stopped struggling. He stopped breathing. The weight had won.
He didn't
Hours
even try to
later,
lay down
his
to the
friend found
side.
him, still on the bench with the barbell across his neck and chest. He'd been
Ooh.
dead for hours. The treadmill window incident. On June 18th, 2024, an Indonesian woman was working out on a treadmill at a gym. The
Now-
gym was located on the upper floor of a building in Pontianak, West Kalimantan, Indonesia. Had
I
large
ain't gonna
windows,
lie, bro.
good views,
Hold on, wait till she
popular
get
place.
upstairs.
She was in the middle of her run.
Now, me personally, I watched 1,000 Ways to Die many times. I'm not getting on that treadmill, but the family of this lady, if she died, if she fell out that window, bro, they definitely should have got compensated for that. Cause why would y'all put treadmills by the window? Y'all don't see them videos of people failing all the time, and they fall, they lose they win, and then just get flew back. That's crazy, bro.
pace,
They need to
nothing
get sued.
extreme,
Sue this
just
gym, bro.
cardio. At 1 p.m., while exercising on a treadmill, a freaking accident happened. She took a quick break to wipe her face. All of a sudden, she lost her balance and stumbled. Behind the treadmill, about 24 inches away, was a window, a large window that was left open. The impact caused her body to move backward. Immediately, she fell out of the gym window from a 3-story building into the open air.
Come on,
There was nothing to
bro.
grab, nothing to stop the fall, just gravity pulling her down. The impact was catastrophic. She hit the ground and sustained severe head injuries. People on the street saw her fall.
That's a
There was
crazy way to go out, bro.
nothing the doctors could do.
Such a
She was
crazy way to
later
go
pronounced
out.
dead. The Smith Machine Incident. On October
I don't know
16,
what a Smith machine
2024,
is.
21-year-old medical student Mohammed Faraj was working out at the University of East Anglia's sports park in Norwich, England. He was a medical student, studying to save lives, training to stay healthy. That day, C was performing calf raises on a Smith machine while standing on a plastic aerobic step. During a set, the step tipped.
I knew that shit. I just knew that was gonna happen. Why he couldn't do that on the regular ground? Come on, bro.
Slipped, causing the approximately 143-pound bar to drop and force his neck toward the ground. The safety catch should have locked itself. It should have stopped the bar from falling, but the catch had been left at the lowest setting, so it didn't. The loaded barbell struck Farage's neck and head. The impact was severe, crushing him. He went down. Others in the gym rushed over, called for help. Emergency services arrived quickly, and Farage was rushed to the hospital.
RP, bro.
Doctors tried treating
That's
the head
a
and neck
crazy way
trauma,
to go
but the injuries were too severe.
Today I'm gonna make a
Hey
beat.
man, I'm
We'll
gonna get an
go
ad block
to
when I get
Output's
when I
new
get
plugin
monetized. Don't worry about it,
co-producer.
y'all. Don't
Play
worry about
the
it.
beat.
How they going?
Mohammed Faraj died from his injuries, a young man studying to heal others, dead because a piece of gym equipment malfunctioned at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, nah, that's actually
The barbell
crazy.
squats incident. On August 23, 2024, 22-year-old Ariadna Lizeth Mata Esparza was working out at Fitness Sports Gym in Torreon, Mexico. She was a nursery school teacher, passionate about fitness. She'd visit the gym regularly and take care of her health. That afternoon was supposed to be a routine squat exercise. Esparza was lifting weights, moving between
She going
machines.
crazy.
Everything seemed normal. Then something changed. Esparza suddenly felt off. She collapsed right there on the gym floor, just went down. Her body hit the floor hard.
Was her iron low? Because you know when you ever stand up too fast and then you get like real dizzy or real woozy. That be happening to me. But let's see what happened to her.
People rushed over immediately, called her name and tried getting a response, but Esparza wasn't responding. Although the specific details of her workout are unknown, it is evident that something went tragically wrong during her barbell squats. Paramedics arrived promptly and took over the resuscitation efforts, but despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause was later revealed to be anoxemia. Anoxemia is a severe lack of oxygen in the blood, which can pose significant danger, particularly during intense physical activity. Her heart had simply failed while trying to compensate for low blood oxygen by pumping blood faster. No warning, no previous symptoms. Her family was devastated. She'd been healthy, active, fit.
Nah,
There
that's
was
just a freak accident. I'm so sad for her. How did she just went out trying to do better for herself, trying to keep herself in shape, trying to stay healthy and end up costing her life in return. That's just unfortunate,
reason
bro.
to expect this. No indication that anything was wrong. But sometimes things like this happen. Sometimes young, healthy people die without warning. Ariadna Lizeth Mata Esparza went to the gym to improve her health, to stay fit, to take care of herself, and she died there, on the gym floor,
That's crazy.
surrounded by strangers. Her passion for fitness couldn't save her from her own heart giving out. The bench press incident. In December
Another bench
2016,
press incident.
22-year-old Kyle Thompson
Hey, I'm
was
22.
working out at a gym in Ankeny, Iowa. He was a student at Iowa State University, an athlete, into fitness and strength training. That day, he was doing bench presses at Elite Edge Transformation Center. Thompson had loaded 315 pounds onto the barbell, a heavyweight, but not unusual for experienced lifters. He got into position on the bench. The bar was racked above him. He was ready to press. Thompson lifted the bar off the rack, brought it down to his chest, then pressed. The bar
Don't
went
tell
up.
me it's
He was
slip or
handling the
something.
weight. Seemed fine, but something went wrong on the next rep. The barbell slipped from his grip and came crashing down.
Alright, man, I swear I didn't watch this video, but it's like they said he got 2 spotters. What could possibly go wrong here other than it slipping? That's crazy.
To his neck. According to multiple reports, spotters were present in the gym at the time, but the accident happened so suddenly that there wasn't enough time to react. The bar struck his throat with full force before anyone could intervene. The impact crushed his airway, making it impossible to breathe. Gym staff and other lifters rushed to help, lifted the weight off him, and called emergency services. Paramedics arrived quickly and tried to resuscitate him. Kyle Thompson was rushed to the hospital in a fire ambulance, but was later pronounced dead. The treadmill incident. On July 20th, 2023,
electrocuted by the
24-year-old
treadmill.
Saksham Pruthi arrived at a gym in Delhi, Rohini. It was early morning. Around 7:30 a.m., Pruthi decided to work out on the treadmill. He was a regular. The gym was quiet. A few other members were there. Pruthi got on a treadmill and started his warm-up. He gradually increased the speed. Everything seemed normal. Then Pruthi began to feel something unusual. A shock. An electrical current was running through his body. Pruthi tried getting off, but the current kept flowing. His muscles contracted, seized up. He couldn't control his movements. Other gym members noticed. They saw Pruthi convulsing on the treadmill, rushed over to where he was and tried pulling him off.
Don't tell
but
me
they
these idiots. They don't know how the conduction work. They need to get like a broomstick or something to like knock them off, push them off with a weight or something, bro. They are retarded. Not that word. They are unintelligent.
shocks too. Someone finally managed to turn off the power and pull Pruthi away from the machine. He collapsed and became unresponsive. Someone started CPR. Someone else called an ambulance. They tried to revive him, but the electrical damage was too severe. His heart had stopped. His system had shut down. Paramedics arrived, took over, rushed Pruthi to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do. The electrocution had been fatal. Saksham Pruthi was pronounced dead. He stepped on a machine and never stepped off alive. Open air gym tragedy.
Don't Jesus, my family about to get back. I get electrocuted in a freak accident, not like I spilled water on it or something, but because of something that y'all equipment did. Ooh, y'all getting sued out the ass. I need 50 mil. Hey man, let me get an ad block when I get monetized. Don't worry about it, y'all. But how y'all day going? You see, I'm obviously tired.
On October 13th, 2024, a 4-year-old boy was playing at an open-air gym in West Delhi, Modi Nagar. These outdoor gyms are common in India. Free equipment is set up in parks and public spaces for adults to exercise. But children play there too. The boy was with his family, playing near the equipment, climbing on things, being a child, although the equipment wasn't designed for kids. But there were no restrictions, no supervision, no barriers keeping children away. As the boy was playing, something shifted. He got hit by loose gym equipment. The metal frame landed on him. The weight crushed him. He went down immediately. Those nearby saw him collapse and rushed over.
I'm suing the city, the odds. I'm suing the city, the odds. I am suing the city. How does it? That's crazy.
Where he was. They lifted the equipment off him, but he wasn't moving, wasn't responsive. Blood everywhere. Someone called an ambulance. They tried helping him. They tried to stop the bleeding, but the injuries were too severe. The crushing trauma was too extensive. The boy was rushed to the hospital. Doctors tried saving him, performed emergency procedures, but he didn't make it. He was later pronounced dead on arrival. The squat incident. On February 18th, 2025, 17-year-old Yashtika Acharya arrived at her gym in Bikaner, Rajasthan for training. She was a gold medalist powerlifter who had won at the Junior National Games just months earlier. She was a rising star in Indian powerlifting. That afternoon, she was preparing for her next competition. The gym was quiet. Just Yashtika, her coach, and a few others watching. She was attempting a squat, a heavy squat. Almost 600 pounds were loaded on the barbell. She'd
600 pounds? Oh my God, she's juicing. She has to be juicing. Ain't no way she's lifting 600 pounds. That's a whole car. She's juicing.
Heavy before. Yashtika positioned herself under the bar, wore a lifting belt. She was standing on an elevated platform. Her coach stood behind her as a spotter, ready to assist if needed. She lifted the bar off the rack. The weight settled on her shoulders. She stepped backward to clear the rack. As she tried to step down from the elevated platform, something horrific happened. Yashtika lost her balance and fell backward. The weight shifted.
Ooh, she just didn't throw the weight back. Oh my goodness. That shit, 600 pounds, that folded her in half. Imagine a car falling on you. Boy, what? Come on, bro.
100 pounds pushing her down. Her coach tried to grab the bar, but the weight was too much, too heavy, too fast. She hit the ground in a seated position. The barbell landed on her neck. The impact was instant. Her neck bone broke under the force. She went motionless immediately. Her coach had minor injuries from trying to help. Others rushed over, called for an ambulance. But Yashtika wasn't responding. She was rushed to the hospital. Doctors tried everything, but the damage was too severe. Yashtika Acharya was pronounced dead on arrival. A 17-year-old gold medalist, gone in seconds, killed by the sport she loved. The home gym tragedy. In September 2023, 60-year-old Carl Hughes, a lifelong gym enthusiast from Rows-on-Sea in North Wales, began another workout in his home gym, something he'd done countless times before. Hughes was a retired catering assistant and had spent years training in his flat. He had the full setup in his bedroom, including a bench and weights, and lifting was a core part of his routine. That afternoon, he was alone at home. He loaded his barbell with roughly 132 pounds, a manageable weight for his experience. He lay back on the bench, gripped the bar, and began his set. But something went wrong. The exact cause is unknown. It's impossible to determine if it was fatigue, a slipped grip, or a muscle giving out. The bar came down, and he couldn't push it back up. It dropped onto his chest and neck, trapping him under its weight. He fought to lift it or roll it off, but 132 pounds pressing across his throat was unforgiving. There was no one there to help. He lived alone. Minutes passed. The bar didn't move. Hughes's strength faded. His breathing slowed. Until finally,
Bro, but you could have rolled. My thing is, if I get in a position like this, 132 pounds, that's not that much to me, you know. So I'm just going to roll to the side, try to flip this whole thing over, and flip the way. 132 pounds, that's not heavy now. 600 pounds, doing that with 600, you're not doing that. Oh, shit.
Still, he died of asphyxiation, pinned by the weight he'd spent a lifetime mastering. 2 days later,
R.I.P.,
around
bro.
September 9th, 2023, neighbors who hadn't seen him grew concerned when his newspapers piled up. One neighbor, Philip Colligan, entered the unlocked flat. When he opened the bedroom door, he found Hughes still on the bench, the barbell resting
Then he did that at home. Oh my goodness, bro. R.P. to him.
his neck, the scene frozen in silence. An inquest later concluded his death was an accident. Carl Hughes died doing what he loved, but he died alone. If you'd like to see more stories like this,
As long as he
make
died doing what he loved to do, but man, let me know which one y'all think is the worst one down in the comments below. Honestly, the worst one, but they all pretty bad. Let's be real. The worst one though, I'm gonna say either running on the treadmill and getting electrocuted, cause that's BS, bro. Imagine just getting electrocuted from just trying to burn some calories, falling out the window off the treadmill, and they 600 pounds, bro. They all bad, bro. They ain't know which one is worst. I would not like to go out in none of these type of ways. But hey, I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.